What up? I'm an addict named Austin. I got clean here at Serenity House in Abilene, Texas on October 19, 2014. Just want to hop on here and read the just for today. September 12th, New Horizons. My life is well-rounded and I am becoming a more comfortable version of myself, not the neurotic, boring person that I thought I'd be without drugs. Is there really life without drugs? Newcomers are sure that they are destined to lead a humdrum existence once they quit using. That fear is far from reality. Narcotics Anonymous opens the door to a new way of life for our members. The only thing we lose in NA is our slavery to drugs. We gain a host of new friends, time to pursue hobbies, the ability to be stably employed, even the capacity to pursue an education if we so desire. We are able to start projects and see them through to completion. We can go to a dance and feel comfortable, even if we have 2 left feet. We start to budget money to travel, even if it's only with a tent to a nearby campsite. In recovery, we find out what interests us and pursue new pastimes. We dare to dream. Life is certainly different when we have the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous to return to. Through the love we find in NA, we begin to believe in ourselves. Equipped with this belief, we venture forth into the world to discover new horizons. Many times, the world is a better place because an NA member has been there. Just for today, I can live a well-rounded, comfortable life, a life I never dreamed existed. Recovery has opened new horizons to me and equipped me to explore them. You know, what I can tell you is this has been my experience in NA. Man, I don't know what it was. I think mainly it was my spirit coming back to life, but I was excited in treatment. And when we would go to outpatient, there was like 40 of us in outpatient. We would have a good time. We would go hang out. We'd go play volleyball at the Sonic. I was living in a halfway house. And to be really honest with you, I can remember, I almost don't want to say this because it doesn't even sound right, but those were some of the happiest times, man, when I was just grateful to wake up and have a cup of coffee and a meal and be able to hang out with some other addicts that were in the same place I was in life. And what seemed like a really bad place, right? Because I had just got out of treatment, it was actually a really good place. For the first time in my life, I found freedom and there was hope and joy without the use of drugs. Like there was gratitude, man. We had a good time at the halfway house. And then like some things did start coming together. I got to start paying child support and being a part of my son's life. I moved in with, I moved to a 3-quarter house, bought a vehicle, moved to a house with a really good friend of mine that had like 14 years clean at the time. And it was a really nice house and we had a really good time there. He was living the program of Narcotics Anonymous. So there was addicts at our house all the time and we were breaking bread. And I can remember going to the first Lone Star convention and there was hundreds of people there and I got to dress up in some nice fresh clothes, man, and hang out. And then we smoked cigars after. It was just, I can remember how happy I was to be free. And I found that in the fellowship of Narcotics Anonymous. And since then, it's just gotten better, right? I built some relationships. I found a wife that is hands down the most amazing woman that I've ever met. She loves unconditionally. She's beautiful and she's smart. And like, I'm just blessed. When it comes to a wife, I literally am blessed way more than I ever could imagine. And we've got to go some places together. I'm born and raised Odessa, Texas, and they took me to West Texas for a vacation. And I was like, there's nothing pretty out here. And we kept going west and we kept going until we got to Balmorhea and into the Fort Davis Mountains. And then here recently, we went on our honeymoon all the way to the Big Bend National Park. On the way, we went to Marfa, we went to Balmorhea, Fort Davis, Marfa. Then we went down to Presidio and followed the Rio Grande all the way to Terlingua, stayed in Terlingua a couple of nights, and then went up in the Big Bend National Park. And I say all these things because these are dreams I never even had. And I've been some places, we went to our friend's wedding in Lake Tahoe. We're going to a friend's wedding in February in Cancun, like new dreams awake, like lost dreams, new dreams awaken, right? And so, like, I'm really glad that I came to NA because now I have a life that I never dreamed of, and that's what this reading's talking about. There's no promises in NA, right? But the reality is that when I make some good choices regularly, some good things start happening. And so I hope this is y'all's experience. I know that, man, I never could have dreamed. If you would have told me that this would have happened, I wouldn't have believed you. And so I'm really grateful for Narcotics Anonymous and the people that I met in here and the times that we've had, right? Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you have a blessed day. We will see you tomorrow.